So it being 5 o'clock,
Oh,
I
good.
will declare this meeting open and welcome everyone to the February 3rd meeting of the Committee on City Services for the City Council. I am Councilor Stan Moulton and I am presiding. And this meeting is being audio and video recorded. And Laura, if you would call the roll, please.
Sure. Councillor Moulton,
Here.
Councillor Labarge,
Here.
Councillor Dobbs,
Here.
and Councillor Rothenberg.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone who has joined us who wants to offer public comment? You can either raise your virtual hand or your real hand. All right, not seeing any hands raised. We will proceed to approving minutes. We have two sets of minutes, which will take separately the minutes of December 16th.
Move to approve.
I second that.
Council, move approval moved by Council Labarge and seconded by Councilor Dobbs. Is there any discussion, deletions, changes,
No.
or anything else about the December 16th meetings? If not, roll call, please, Laura.
Councillor Moulton,
Yes.
Councillor Labarge,
Yes.
Councillor Dobbs,
Yes.
and Councillor Rothenberg.
Yes.
Okay, the minutes of December 16th are approved unanimously. Next up, we have the minutes of January 6th. Those were distributed earlier today, but they're very short. So I hope that everyone had a chance to review them.
Yep, they're short.
Yes, it is. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Second that.
Okay, motion by Councilor Labarge to approve, seconded by Councilor Dobbs. Any discussion about these minutes? If not, Laura, roll call, please.
Councillor Labarge,
Yes.
Councillor Dobbs,
Yes.
Councillor Rothenberg,
Yes.
and Councillor Moulton.
Yes, those minutes are also approved unanimously. Okay, now we are on to items that have been referred to us by the City Council. First up is the appointment of Randy Saylor to fill a vacancy on the Transportation and Parking Commission. And Councilor Dobbs, did you have an opportunity to interview?
Yes, I
Randy?
sure did. Yes, I did. Should I give my report now?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. So I had a great time meeting up for coffee and conversation with Randy Saylor at Catalpa Coffee, in Ward 3, which is my favorite coffee place in town. As a fellow resident of Ward 4, Randy and I had been in communication through email, um, shortly before I was assigned to interview him. He contacted me to discuss some city issues that are important to him, such as Picture Main Street and the capital improvement program. So the timing to meet up couldn't have worked out better. My first impression after just the first few minutes of talking with Randy is that he's filled with ideas to improve the city of Northampton in ways that he strongly believes would benefit the daily lives of everyone who lives or visits here. After graduating from Cornell University, Randy moved to Western Mass in 1981. He worked in the IT department at at UMass and was the director of telecommunications. Randy moved into the Rocky Hill co-housing 20 years ago, and he has remained in Northampton ever since. About 2 years ago, he applied to a few different committees and commissions, such as the Energy and Sustainability Commission, the Planning Board, and also the Transportation and Parking Commission. 2 years later, he heard back from the city, and they asked him if he's still interested in serving, and he expressed great interest in serving on the Transportation and Parking Commission. One reason that I feel that Randy is perfectly suited for this commission is because he's already thinking about and deeply observing the issues that are often discussed on the commission, such as traffic calming and road designs. He's attended a few meetings as a member of the public and is extremely aware and up to date with many of the current discussions that are happening in our city. Issues of significant importance to Randy are pedestrian and bike access, walkability, and movability, with a particular interest in what he calls multimodal transportation, He believes that the design of roads, sidewalks, and rail trails should always consider the many different modes of transportation that residents use to move around our city. And to always be as pedestrian friendly as possible. Randy pointed out Florence Road as a specific spot that he thinks should be more walkable, movable, and accessible. And he also made the general suggestion that he thinks Northampton needs more lights at our crosswalks for pedestrians who are crossing. He suggested he has a strong interest and some experience in climate change mitigation. So he also made a suggestion that he would like to see someday Northampton to replace our current school buses with electric school buses. Regarding traffic calming, Randy says that while speed humps are effective, they also create extra noise and can cause damage to cars. He says that there are alternatives to speed humps, such as narrowing or widening streets, depending on the circumstances. And that we should consider changing the overall design of some of our roads based on pedestrians' needs. Randy describes his focus of interest to be what he calls practical tactical urbanism. His motto is make things better wherever you are, and that would be his primary intention and motives, in working in the work that he would hopefully do on the Transportation and Parking Commission should he be appointed. Randy Seller is a very observant, thoughtful person who's very enthusiastic about what's going on in the city, and he likes to look at the fine details, but also at the bigger picture to decide what work needs to be done for the benefit of everyone. For those reasons, I would make a motion for the positive recommendation to appoint Randy Saylor to the Transportation and Parking Commission of Northampton.
Second.
I think you're muted, Stan.
I don't think so.
Yes, I was muted. Yes,
Oh.
thanks, Counselor Dubs, for that thorough report on your interview. And positive recommendation is moved by Counselor Dubs, seconded by Counselor Labarge for Randy Saylor's appointment to fill a vacancy on the Transportation and Parking Commission. Any discussion or questions?
Well, I would like to talk.
Yes, Counselor Labarge.
Yes. Thank you, Counselor Dubs. I find it very interesting with Randy Saylor when he mentioned about the speed bumps and the humps, which is a significant difference here. I have people on Florence Road, when we put them in, they wanted them in badly. They're not the big ones, okay? Even with the smaller ones, if you get during the night and you're sleeping and you get trucks going through or pickup trucks and that, it wakes them up. That was one thing that happened on Florence Road, and we had meetings with Chief Casper at that time and Donna Lascalia, and you're better off really with the smaller ones, even though you'll hear them, but not as bad as the big ones. Furthermore, say like Florence Road, West Stanton Road, they will not put the big ones on your main roads. And the reasons for that is your fire department, okay, their equipment, their trucks, and the police cruisers. They'll get wrecked. That's why they're not placed on the main roads like Route 66 and also with Florence Road or wherever. That was explained very thoroughly about that. But I found him very interesting.
Yes, me too.
Thank you, Councilor Labarge, for those points, and I think that it's a good sign that Randy Saylor is aware that there are trade-offs for traffic calming measures, and it's something that I know that Director Lascalia talks about frequently. That you've got to take into consideration consequences of what measures you use. So that's a good sign that Randy Saylor is bringing that knowledge and perspective to TPC, where traffic calming is a huge issue. And any other questions or comments about this appointment?
No.
Okay, Laura, roll call please on a positive recommendation for the appointment of Randy Saylor to the Transportation and Parking Commission.
Counselor Dobbs,
Yes.
Counselor Rothenberg,
Abstain.
Counselor Moulton,
Yes.
and Counselor Labarge.
Yes,
Okay, that the positive recommendation passes with 3 yes votes and 1 abstention. And Laura, I have seen that you have already placed this on the preliminary agenda for the city council Thursday. So that will be
Yes.
voted on this Thursday's meeting, February 6th. Okay. Okay, the other item that we have had referred to us is the appointment of Patricia Healy to fill a vacancy on the Northampton Housing Authority. Patty Healy is a resident of Ward 6. And I know Council Labarge, you were interested in doing an interview with her.
yes, definitely.
Okay, thank you. Now I am proposing, you'll see the next item on the agenda that we bring that to a special meeting on February 18th so we can get it to the council for its second meeting in February. Do you think, Council Labarge, that you can do that interview in the next 2 weeks?
I'm pretty sure I can.
Okay, if there's a problem with that, you'll
I'll
let me
let you
know.
know. Yeah,
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so moving on to that special meeting, that is a Tuesday night. That is 2 weeks from tomorrow night. The reason that we would not have it on the 17th is President's Day, a holiday.
right.
Our councilors, Labarge and, I know Council Labarge is available. Councilors Dubs and Rothenberg, you available for a special meeting on the 18th?
Sorry, I just had to unmute myself. Yes, I am available.
Also fine for me.
Okay, time, the only thing that it would conflict, the only other meeting that currently is on the calendar is transportation and parking, which starts at 4. So a 5 o'clock meeting, does that work for everybody on the 18th?
I'm fine with it.
5 o'clock, good, okay, so we will have our next meeting on February 18th at 5 p.m. That will also allow us to take up any additional appointments or reappointments that might get referred to us this Thursday at the council. Neither Laura nor I have heard from the mayor's office yet about any appointments coming to us, but that's not unusual. A lot of times they come in on Tuesday just before the
Yeah,
deadline for setting the agenda.
yeah.
Okay, any new business? No? Then I believe a motion to adjourn would be in order.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
Motion made by Councilor Dubs, seconded by Councilor Labarge for adjourning. A roll call, Laura?
Counselor Rothenberg,
Yes.
Counselor Moulton,
Yes.
Counselor Labarge,
yes.
and Counselor Dobbs.
Yes.
Okay, thanks, everybody. We'll see you Thursday night and our next meeting, February 18th.
Thanks.
Good
Sounds
night.
great.
Good
night,
evening.
Thank you.
everybody.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good night. Bye.